Thanks so much. Well, happening right now, we're seeing an uptick in families without food across the world right now. Here in the U.S., data from the USDA showing more than 38 million people, including 12 million children, facing food insecurity. This is happening as the UN Secretary General is trying to draft plans to help Ukraine and Russia resume some normal exports of wheat, grain, fertilizer. The international community is dealing with a lot of this right now, and we are also dealing with this right here at home as we're seeing the impact on our local community this morning. And so we appreciate you guys being with us right now from our Greater Pantry Association to try to just make sure that kids are fed within our community. And we've got Wally and Leslie here. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks.
First of all, not only for being here today, but for everything you guys do. You had sent over some of the stats, and it's just, you know, to see what these families are going through, it's just devastating. And it's here, it's in our community.
Yeah, you know, I've been involved with campaigns for about 3 years now, and you know, I've seen the need. But Leslie sees this every day, and she sees what the families, how they struggle to feed, you know, themselves every day. So Leslie, you know, we talked a little bit off camera before we started about what's going on in our community. Why don't you address some of that?
Well, right now we're seeing a real surge in, of course, clients.
Sure.
You know. And it's actually pre-pandemic levels or higher right now. The combined pantries in the Pantry Coalition are serving around 30,000 a month. Wow. So when you look at the ratio of children, we're getting 32% up increase in families with children. Yeah. We're getting 65 and older is a real concern, because these folks live, you know, and work their whole lives. And then when they're on a fixed income, because of inflation, they simply cannot pay their bills and buy their medications and still have money left over for groceries.
Are you seeing people for the first time?
We have about a 23% increase in brand new clients to the pantry. So, you know, and nobody really wants to come to a pantry. These folks just have to. They have more month than money. And, you know, that we have had an increase in salaries, of course, wage raise, but that's negated with the inflation. So actually people are in a worse position now than they were then.
And we could give you stats, we could give you numbers all day long. You guys see the people behind those numbers, and that's what I think is most important. Just talk about some of the situations that you personally see with these parents coming in. I can't imagine being in that situation.
Parents coming in with children, and you know, we have questions like, do you have any meat? We've got to get some meat. And the protein is so important, and especially for children. You know, we just finished up our peanut butter rally. Yeah. And peanut butter, some of these kids, that's all they have in their pantries is peanut butter. And one jar of peanut butter, of course, makes 35 sandwiches approximately. And so you have to have that protein. And really, starting life with good nutrition, solid nutrition, is absolutely the only thing you can do to fight this.
So what are you guys doing right now that, you know, people watching and they think, what can I do to help? Is it going through our pantries? Is it donating the money? Is it, what can we do to help?
Well, I'd like to have everybody come and volunteer for a few days, because that would certainly open everyone's eyes to this issue. But we have a website, brand new website, GreaterRockfordPantryCoalition.com. You can donate there. You can go onto that site, see all the 9 pantries that belong to the coalition. They're all in depressed neighborhoods, really. And so you can look at that, you can see the pantries, you can donate, takes you right to the donate button. It's very, very easy to do. And also you can mail a check to our P.O. box, and all that information is on the website as well.
And so, like I said, you know, you see this firsthand, you see what people are going through. It's one thing if we feel hungry during the day, if we're at work, we can go grab something out of the fridge. Just paint a picture of what it's really like for some of these families.
Okay, so let's say you have a minimum wage job with all of the rises in rents, and most of these folks, well, there are homeowners, of course, but a lot of these folks rent. And so their rents are going up yearly by large amounts. So by the time they finish with rent, electricity has gone up, gas has gone up, everything has gone up. And then they try to balance that, especially if they have children.
Yeah.
And some of these kids will come in and say, Mommy, we have milk. Look, we have milk. And that's something that we all take for granted. And so, yeah, it's heartbreaking every day to see it. And we are absolutely packed
And I know
every day.
you guys work too specifically on the dignity of it as a parent to be able to go in and make sure that people feel.
Yeah. It's all a matter of making our clients feel comfortable, the greatest amount of respect. You know, nobody, like I said, wants to come to a food pantry, but we also offer them a menu with choices so that food isn't wasted. And everything that the coalition brings in, and this is very important to remember, is local, stays local, and 100% of the donations go to buying food.
We appreciate you guys being here. You see all the details there on your screen. We're going to get these for you on our website too, mystateline.com. Thank you so much for all you're doing. We're going to hear from you more here as well. And of course, your headlines are all coming up next.